Tavern Therapy.
Yeah.
Welcome to Tavern Therapy, everybody. Yeah.
Okay, so I really gotta say I'm sorry for all of the problems that I was having. I know.
Oh, it's fine. There was only one time where we were like, "What?" and that was like when you cut off right at the.
You're mentioning your father. Yeah.
Heroes and Heralds. That was the only time.
And
the other
really
time it was just
part
like you were just speaking and we just didn't know that you weren't speaking.
Yeah. Well, and see, I was gonna say the terrible part about that point in time too was I was speaking and like I was hearing y'all the entire time.
Yeah,
like I
sucks.
could hear you at that point, so I thought that y'all could hear me as well.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it's all good.
It's alright.
Except for when it's not.
I'm on demon time now, boys.
Oh no. But look,
Yeah.
can I just say that this has been the greatest thing ever that we finally got to bring Soylent back into our lives.
Yes,
The
sir.
Soylent
I was not
memes.
about to just let that slide by. I was like, nah, we're feeding this fucking beast.
Yes,
I know. I
sir.
expected you guys to hop in, and then at first y'all didn't. I was like, "Oh, I guess it's just me shilling."
No, I'm definitely gonna. I would join a pyramid scheme if it was Soylent related.
It took me.
sure.
I
For
was
viewers,
I was
the-
looking
the-
at something in the notes, and then I was like, wait a minute.
Soy,
This sounds
Soylent.
familiar.
For the viewers out there, we at our local FGC we had an event where we, as a promotion, we were given truly too much Soylent. Cases and cases. I mean, it was like 100 cases of Soylent that we had to give.
It was
out.
insane.
So much we should not keep it told.
Yeah, we
literally were
actually had to
giving it to
offload it to
everyone.
people. And so, like, the way they did that was just by being the most intense Soylent shills of all time. Like, oh yeah, did you know it's a complete meal replacement for only 400 calories? Contains all the vitamins and nutrients you need, and it has 20 grams of protein. And they just like keep riffing off each other, and that just became a bit forever. It's just like, yeah, we shill Soylent. The second Soylent comes to the conversation, someone goes, "Oh yeah, I've heard of that stuff. Isn't that the one with 20 grams of protein?"
Yeah.
Like, so I
And
can
then
remember
remember-
Soylent back in the game.
And then remember, I posted that as a meme on the FGC Facebook page that used to be popping, and then that one dude just started getting crazy.
I referenced that, but said it didn't Mom say that that's not good for growing boys?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was like, "You're a bunch of soy boys."
Oh man. He's like, yeah. He's like, have fun with your man boobs after.
Yeah.
Oh
Jesus.
my god.
Yeah, that dude was like going off crazy.
He was like,
dude, chill.
You
It's
did
a
not
joke.
understand the bit. You're some rando. I don't know who the fuck he was either.
I really don't either. But yeah, that was good times. Good times.
Anybody
just-
have any suggestions for the inspiration point for this session?
I will withdraw and not
God
say the
damn it.
unanimous thing again.
See, he's not saying because he knows that we're gonna nominate. Well,
Nominate
I was gonna
that
say we're gonna
person.
nominate him, but like honestly, everybody did a good job. I feel like
Yeah.
today.
It's
Like
like-
Brand did some good stuff. They had some great moments. Tato had some great moments. It was a good session.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. I'm not gonna lie.
This, and I will say this on a side note, as we're all thinking, this was a damn good RP session, and I think we grew more as our character. We fell more into our characters and how like we all vibe with each other.
I am happy with how this roleplay turned out. I
Yeah.
am growing dynamic.
Me too.
See,
It's-
he already got found on the red beer shtick. He needed a new shtick to fuck with people.
Yeah, I need a new one.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that my character became the shit eater. My character is literally the shit eater of the goddamn fucking group, and I
I
love
think
it.
it's just because you're so proud in everything you do that
Yeah.
that like
It just
you have to get
naturally-
knocked down pegs. Like you can't live there forever. You can't just
And
be
it's
the
not even us.
biggest and
It's-
best proudest people.
It's not even us, it's just fate. Fate just wants you to roll poorly.
Yeah, you can't act like you only roll natural 20s because like eventually you will be had.
I have a new goal. Nobody tell Addle or Emily. I have Vase on a trip for them and not know how much spicy is too spicy.
Oh my
yeah.
god!
This is demon time. This is limey time. This is not Vase. This is limey.
Like, oh man.
Bones Malone be
Yeah, you
scheming.
can't- You can't eat. You should eat a whole pizza. Why not? You'll have the shit. Oh, please excuse me.
Please excuse me.
Sweaty shirt off.
Brand should win it again off of that alone.
Yeah.
Dude, listen. You want to hear a story about? Y'all want to hear a story about a concert in Houston I went to?
Oh,
yeah.
no.
I kind of wonder.
Just
Maybe.
I went to a Flaming Lips concert in Houston years ago, and I drank 4 beers, and I didn't have any water, and then I had the runs real bad.
Oh no.
I went to the urinal, and it was like 95 degrees outside, and I was in this porta potty, and it was like fucking probably 120 degrees in there, and I just sweated so much and shat so much, and then I passed out during the concert
Fighting for your fucking
because
life.
I did not have any water that day. And it was so bad. It was rough.
Yeah. Like I put in there earlier, Brand, why is this called a restroom if I'm fighting for my fucking life?
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm gonna cast my vote and say Brand today. I am though, but I'm not gonna say unanimously. But I am gonna say my vote.
I'm gonna
I'll
have
let
to
y'all
vote.
vote. I'll be a
I don't want
tiebreaker
it
if I
3
got to.
times in a row.
I mean, I think I'm gonna vote Tatha. I think Tatha has some good spots.
I'm fine with either.
I'm gonna vote Vay.
Ooh.
I'm trying to mix it up. I like
So
the spicy.
that comes down to Vay's vote.
I feel like I began to understand Vay a little bit more today, and I liked that.
Yeah, I would say if I do my vote, I did really like the spicy pepper bits, and I also like that she was like in her quest to find stuff, and in the process was learning more about how it works, and got to have those roleplay sessions of like, not everybody gets to learn.
Yeah.
Like showing how
that was really good. That was really good.
And it was there. It was at the blacksmith. She had those moments of like, oh, just like before. It's like, but they're in charge. Why would they lie to you? Like it was just more.
Yeah. All that was very good. Yeah. I feel like we got to see like Vay roleplay a lot more today. It was good. It was nice.
I want Vay 100%.
I would say Tatha's probably my second vote, but I'm gonna.
I agree with that too.
All right.
Like I said, I think everybody did real well.
I think
So
so.
it's hard.
I'm fine with whoever.
It was a nice
Yeah,
session.
same.
I'm sad that I didn't get to use my inspiration again. But today I was actually looking out for it and just didn't see a opportunity.
Yeah, I tend to like roleplay to roll, and only get rolls when it really is unsure what's gonna happen, or like if it's up to chance or you're doing something very specific. Like they was just blatantly lying to them. Like you gotta have exceptions for that. Like that is a earned roll. But like if you're in the flow of conversation, everybody kind of has the gist of what's going on. Like, and you're not trying to persuade them to do something. Like there's not really a persuasion roll needed. And, like there's just a lot of this time around.
Brand's also not a persuader, dog.
Like, in fact, whenever Tatha was talking to the blacksmith, I had it in his mind that, like, as long as Tatha is honest with this guy, he wants to help you. So when you put out your heart on the line, it's like, there's no role persuasion here needed. Like, you have already fulfilled what I had in my mind to complete this. Like, he just wanted you to be honest with him. And you going into that whole thing of, like, I don't have anything. He's like,
yeah,
all right, then you're good.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't feel there was a role needed for that.
The best blacksmith in the entire region.
Hey, and it is kind of cool, like, see that, like, you know, Tato, he's real proud at everything, and literally he's just like, all right, man, here's a harsh reality, bro. I ain't got shit.
Yeah. And then, like, on the other hand, like, the lady at the grill was, like, trying to blatantly, like, not swindle you guys, but, like, make you read between the lines. It's like, yeah, y'all gotta see, you gotta check and see if you can understand what she's saying.
Yeah, I really like that too. DM, can we give 2 inspiration points?
I mean, I'm fine handing it off. It's not fine to me. I've already gotten it.
Tatho, have you gotten it yet?
I have, but I didn't use it.
I think everybody's gotten it, right?
Has Emily?
Has
Has
Mark? Mark, have you?
I think I did. I
You
think I
did?
did for
I think
the.
it was one of the earlier ones.
Was
Yeah.
it first session or second session? I think you got it, right?
It definitely wasn't first.
We'll break it this way. Vey is odds, Tatho's evens. Everybody cool?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's get it.
Vey. It's a 1.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah, y'all y'all definitely try to fill up as much space as y'all can. I always prep a ton and go like, all right, I got to get ready for all this. Because like in my mind, it's like, oh yeah, okay, they have a free day, they may go do a thing, or like, hey, I'm gonna go do this until that time comes. And then y'all are like, I have 10 minutes. I'm gonna go meet my soulmate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like every bit y'all gotta get the call in.
But I will never do that and be like, hey, I'm gonna go find that lady. Not as me being a this jobber rank, and also.
No, it's us going to be. We're going to find Tatho's lady.
Yeah, we're gonna go get Tatho a date. Absolutely.
Oh hell no! And then the funny thing is, y'all bring her back. I'll be like, oh hell no!
That is our friend Tatho.
So y'all have 2 more days. Charles, I read your you're always at the top of my like stated goals thing.
Yeah.
But like since you sent that letter, very few days have actually passed.
Yeah.
Y'all been just
that's
doing a
what-
lot every day.
Yeah.
To fill up the sessions.
Yeah,
so
like,
y'all
I
still
don't
We
have-
sent it like towards the middle-ish of the festival, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
like,
So
I'm not
it's-
expecting it to get like about 2 weeks at most in game time. I'm not expecting that shit. So
Yeah.
So y'all still have a check, and then y'all have 2 members of the barbers left. Y'all haven't been interviewing them as you go, so there's probably going to have to be like an interview session at the end of that.
Yeah.
Y'all still need to interview the conservationists and distributors. And then once they're done, you just turn it in, you become level 2. So then you'll have to do like the level up with that.
okay.
We'll probably knock that out hopefully next session.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I plan. You know, literally, we just go ahead and
Those
get
guys,
that
like,
done.
I mean, I can let you know pretty straight. It's really just you got to go just ask them the questions and turn it in. You're done. There's no...
Yeah. And then
I'm
the
not,
training.
I'm not holding level 2 back from you forever. Like, that's just immediately the exact thing you have to do.
Yeah.
It is called a milestone. We must get to that stone past
But it
the
means that
mile.
y'all are going to be skipping over 2 and mostly hitting 3 pretty quick because, like, y'all
Yeah.
are close to done with the barbers, and that's half of the things you need for level 3.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
Well, I mean, and to be completely honest, at least in my point of view, like the levels don't really matter a super ton right now as far as like how often or how spaced out leveling up is, because we're not really doing combat a bunch. So I mean, like, yeah, there's some other abilities that come online, but like I think we're all right so far for a while.
Yeah, I'm not rushing it because I'm
Yeah,
actually
and it makes
just enjoying
sense, like,
this,
just
right?
in the flow of the campaign and all the arcade that's going on.
Yeah.
Like I said before, the festival lasted way too long, and that's on me. I just didn't expect y'all. I know at the very beginning of that festival, I said, "Yeah, I hope I don't go through the whole thing today."
Yeah.
That was
5 sessions later.
Yeah, that was on me. But
Well, I mean, like, but I mean, I can't speak for everyone, but I mean, I enjoyed the time spent on it. Like, I enjoyed the fact that we really fleshed that out.
Mm-hmm.
It gave us like a really in-depth understanding of the town.
yeah, and y'all met a lot of people.
Yeah.
That have continued. I mean, even just since then have came up and will continue to come up.
Yep.
Y'all got that, and then after the barbers are the tinkerers.
Yeah, Brand gonna learn how to blow shit up.
Then there's the what's it? TP.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit, that's a secret. Sorry.
What about the army of ancient bronze dragons?
I feel like the final boss of this. I feel like the final boss of this campaign is actually just gonna take paperwork.
Bro,
No, it's
Hey.
gonna be the fucking Bill from Schoolhouse Rock.
also I like how literally the bit of Tatho literally saying big words, and it's me slipping up and saying the big words
Yeah.
and not playing Tato with the big words. So now it's just a bit like, damn, Tato, where the hell you learn that damn word from?
Deltoids. Yeah, it was, the funny part of that was like, he's using big words I don't even know. It's like he knows it because it's muscle, but nobody else understands the muscles.
Yeah. That's just actually pretty good.
Out of everybody else here, the only one that would have understood would have been Brand, just from like an anatomical point of view.
Yeah,
I think
no photo clue.
one of the things I've been like dealing or trying to figure out with Brand is I don't think Brand has any of the correct names for anything. Like I think like
it's like
we also kind of went
he's
over
made
that.
up his own words along the way, type of shit.
Yeah,
well, I mean he was passed down like knowledge from his tribe from his father.
We kind of touched about that when we went to the Farm Magician Xavier's place and was like showing the books how like even in different parts of the world, like, I think the specific thing because I listened to it today was like esophagus. Like that word isn't universal, but they have like in the books they have a diagram of exactly what it is, so you can have like understandings of it. But like medical nomenclature is not standardized because the healer. I mean that's the whole point of the barber shop. He's like healers exist. Like why would you ever need this if you just can go pray or go to a guy who prays or a druid, whatever. And this is like okay, but we can bring this.
So yeah, that's actually pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
When that guy asked Brand for a nickname, I was like, I almost said the Alchemist, but then I've also like we're not level 2 yet, and I technically haven't decided.
You should have said Juice.
Yeah, I mean you have.
Dude.
I want part of me wanted to be like, oh, his friends call him Juice.
SJ.
And I was like, oh no, that's mean.
Yeah, I actually had one here of what he would call you, but then you had like brought up good points of like I hadn't done the thing yet. It was something.
Oh yeah.
Toothpaste. The infusion, like infusion plus artificial.
Infusion? Infusion?
Oh yeah, that's pretty representative of what the Artificer does. Yeah. That's pretty broad too.
So he might bring that up.
Which is kind of how I like to imagine Brand as broad because even if I am an alchemist, I still do all the basic artificer shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Wastemancer is the excited younger gnome who like came up with all the nicknames. So yeah, they're all like
I liked that he was like
name.
Yeah, I was about to say I liked that the poop guy was like the most like organized
normal?
Like
yeah,
he was also the most normal,
I think
would you say that he was
normal, but he's definitely like the most professional about what he does.
Yeah.
Would you say that he's a bit anal retentive?
What? Oh my god. Oh.
Yeah, because it's like I want to have the poop thing because it's a funny thing, but I don't want to just be a gross backward. Like.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the oil scene? What's
Bro.
what's going on with that?
The oil scene was supposed to be y'all walked in on him and he looked like that, but it worked out with y'all working with him that like he had. I was like, I don't want to lose that scene, so I had to get to a spot where he just did it himself in front of you guys. But I didn't expect Brand to jump in.
I want to be honest. Y'all sitting over there playing around like, does Tafel want to be a fucking model? You know, that idea unironically passed through my mind and Tato's mind. It was like, shit.
Oh, that call for help was real from Faye to Yaro. Please help.
Yeah, I mean, Brand would tell him to follow his dreams. Brand would be like, look, I can help you with the health stuff, you
Look, I can help you with the health stuff. Like, we can make you a goddamn model.
Charles, look at this bastion of a man covered in oil. It's like, oh, I get it. This is why he's afraid of women. He's into dudes. That's cool, man. You be you.
Oh shit.
No. Although I do respect him But that's just not what Tableau is. I will say the reason Tableau is not into women is not because he is gay, though. That is not it.
No, he's just deathly afraid of them.
He is just deathly afraid of them. But there's a reason why you just don't know yet.
Yeah, it's because they're scary, apparently, like me, who's done nothing, and you call her weird.
Real scary.
You call her weird.
And I'm just eating a slice of pizza, having a good time with my friends.
And I did. I just looked at her. You know you're weird, bro. What?
What the fuck?
Why you gotta be so mean?
Why you gotta be mean?
Yeah.
What a good time.
Colton, it made my heart good for you to say that you liked how these barbers were turning out.
How these what?
How the barbers turned out, like how.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Because originally, like, you came to me and you're like, yeah, I want them to be like the Italian think tank, and you named some people specifically. It's like they're definitely in that vein, but they're each a whole ass character. Not trying to flesh them all out into like really individual people doing crazy stuff, and it's just like it was like fields, like old school fields of medicine. I looked up, and like these are kind of like broad categories, and like within them.
Oh, that's super neat. Yeah, the Florentine Camerata, I think, was a group of thinkers in the in the 1700s that just sort of decided that they'd like make a group of random ass artists to talk about art, and they ended up developing a lot of the like art forms that we have in music and art. Shit's dope.
These are all each have like a field.
But I think it's cool that you did that with science. That's super neat, man.
With the science. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're all like, working towards something each in their own fields while all being kind of off kilter, which definitely makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You gotta be a little unorthodox to be in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like this guy's weird. It's like, yeah. Have you not met Brand? Like Brand's weird too. Like Brand's weird just like these guys are. We're just used to him.
Or like even modern doctors are kind of weird, man.
Except that one lady that I think you're gonna go see. The one lady that was staring at me. It made me kind of uncomfortable. I don't think you've met her. Yeah, you haven't met her yet. Yeah.
She's the one y'all are meeting the next day.
Oh yeah, she's the
40-year-old Tibetan lady, right?
That's the one that hates me, right? Or I say hates me. She's the one that
No.
You. The Surgeoness was the only one who voted against you. The gastronomer was questioning it. But after meeting him, you can see that it's because he's very matter of fact and like kind of gruff. You can tell he's probably not the most friendly to outsiders. Is the reason.
I feel like it's not that he's not friendly. I feel like that it's just he's blunt and doesn't have time for the dance around niceties that most people do.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Surgeoness was the one who's like, no, I don't want to know.
It's funny because that's the one that like was closest to the field that I already studied.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a rival.
Right?
Hey, I have an idea. If I am trying to get into Heroes and Heralds, and I'll need to put on a show, Brand, I need you to be the homie, and I need you to go get them oils, lather me the fuck up, so I can come out there with a shirtless and shit, whoop ass, and be a showman with it too.
We're gonna have to have Scarlet and Vey cast light on stuff to shine at you to reflect the light off the oil.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I did feel a little bad that y'all kind of got shut off everywhere y'all tried to go, but it's like, yeah, this is how things are. Connor failing the bluff check was definitely the reason for that one, but the other one's like, they have tryouts. Like, if you can find them out in the wild, maybe, but they're not just gonna let Joe Schmo.
Let any old beefcake random in there.
It's like you going up to the fucking Cowboy Stadium and be like, "Yo, can I try out?" Guy at the front's like,
that's just not how that works.
You come up to this big ass building and just want to try out for the Cowboy? Like, no.
It does also make sense that people would be confused about that in this era, though.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That'd be like, yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
That's definitely not the first time he got that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I like the fact that, like, whenever Yaros did it, like, he was just really trying to help everyone else out as far as like getting in there, but also he felt uncomfortable trying to like name drop, which is why he didn't actually say like his dad's name or anything like that. So I think it worked out real well.
You did good, champ. You did good. You did real good. I enjoyed it.
So yeah, we're at like 2.5 out of how many factions from this stupid game? Who did make this game?
Stupid.
I guess if we count the parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Y'all are 5 out of 17? 5 out of 17?
5 out of 17 what?
Factions.
Oh.
Yeah, so y'all are like 25% done with the campaign. Like the outline of the campaign, not necessarily the details. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of them are going to take longer or shorter than the others, but...
Well, I mean, it won't matter what percent we get done when the TPK hits. I don't think so.
Yeah, because I tried to keep you guys low level for a while. Because that's kind of the feel I wanted for the game. Once things kind of take off, like, you know, real power, things are going to drastically shift.
Yep. Well, I'm about to hop out of here, guys. I apparently have to lead a rehearsal tomorrow, so I have to study tonight.
So
yeah, I was
gonna say what's really going on. The feds are beating down the door right now for that money that he owes them.
I was like, bro, all you have to do is walk up there, count them off, and get off the podium. But then I realized that you.
Go ahead.
No, I was saying, I'm gonna probably need to go shake down some bump for the government.
Yeah, Colton, when I read you were going to do that, I was like, oh yeah, just count them off and walk off the pillar. That's all you got to do. And then I realized that you were leading a choir and not a band. And it doesn't work like that.
There was part of me that did think about like walking up there and being like, guys, Dr. Han asked me to do this yesterday, and so I've brought your conductor, and just like sticking a metronome on the piano.
Yeah.
And just like being like, figure it out.
No, I was... It seems to me that choir needs a little bit more direction than band, especially if you don't have like a percussion section that just like, you know, can inherently help you keep time.
I don't know how often you have to deal with tuning in a band. I mean, obviously people miss notes, but like, you're fucking. I mean, it's really like a lot of tuning, a lot of listening and tuning.
That makes sense.
Because people are flat here and there, or like. Trying to get the dynamic you want, which obviously a band director will be doing that too.
That's pretty much it. It's like starting off keeping time, but you're mostly like directing dynamics and, you know, legato, or, you know, you're trying to give those sort of instructions to individual, you know, groups as you go along. But like,
and
when
actually,
we're in high school, there are definitely times where like the band director counts you off, and then he walks off and goes has a talk with a parent or something, and then walks back and continues like.
Yeah, we definitely have. I mean, we have text and artistry too. Like, because when you're trying to like let's say you're singing a song about happiness. Well, they have to sing the right diction. They have to sing the right vowels and consonants based on if it's German, Italian, whatever. But then also bibbity boobity. But then also it's like trying to get that, you know, that what do you call it? Word painting kind of stuff where you're like wanting people to express certain emotions, and obviously I'm not gonna be doing any of that shit tomorrow because I'm fucking conducting a German song that I don't know what the words are, so super excited. Yeah, okay, I'm about to go study now.
Yep, it's about the time. Thank you everybody for watching. Follow on Twitch, sub on YouTube. We'll catch you next time, Session 11, Operation Rougarou. Goodbye!
Goodbye! Alright.